Yo, how can you not hear the intro to our show and not just come in like this? Because that's how I'm coming in. And listen, I just looked down at the clock. Because you know Freezie, man, this is the hardest working man in the YouTube sphere. And then anybody that's got to be next to him, it's like the synergy, you get it through osmosis, right? It's 7:56, and I looked down and said, whoa, it's September 27th. Media Day is round the corner. Training camp.
Around the corner.
The season is here. You forget that October and November are two of the greatest months of football. Greatest months of sports. You got every sport is going. All three are going. Before you know it, all four will be close to going at the same time. Your favorite hockey team is about to go to camp. Listen, it's time. Your belly's got to feel some type of way. You can't say you're a fan, whether it's the Knicks, whether it's basketball, because Freezie, I've been seeing you doing a lot of synergies with a lot of different fans, a lot of different markets, because that's what Knicks fans we do. We can't be the most intelligent fan in the space and not venture out to see what other fans are talking about to test our gangster. But let me say this. Today a trade happened. And I want to get Freezie in here to say hello to y'all before I get to going. But today a trade happened. Damian Lillard was traded for a bag of popcorn, peanuts, and a draft pick. There's nobody that can win a championship. No championship caliber player was moved for Dame Lillard. That said a lot to me. But Uncle Freezie, good evening, my friend. How are you? Get in here and talk to your fans. And
hello.
You let me be.
What's good? Jersey's finest is in the building. The Jersey representative. Look out your window. Jersey is in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I see y'all. Y'all see me. The Jersey representative. What's good? G.I., I cannot believe the mess that Damian Lillard went for today. I don't know how to describe it.
2 first round. It wasn't even 2 first round picks.
I don't even know how to describe unprotected first in 2029 and some pick swaps and some role players and DeAndre Ayton. Drew Holiday. I don't know. I don't know. I need wise counsel on this one. I need wise counsel on what I think I saw today.
I froze for a sec. I think you still got the mic. Go ahead.
I need wise counsel on what I think I saw today. That's my dog Keith Sweat right there.
So I think the first wise counsel I have is last week I was upset with the Knicks. You know, I'm going to trust that they got their ear to the ground and they knew that Dame Lillard might end up with one of these teams, and then that was going to put us. We would have to make drastic moves and take a lot of risk to be able to contend for a championship now. And if you're not contending for a championship now, then I'm hard pressed to say to really have anything against the roster that we have today, other than we have not at 6'9" at the wings.
Okay. I have a feeling that there is maybe some more to that too. You know what I mean? I have a feeling that there's more to it from your end. But I appreciate the fact that you're taking your time with me so that I can process this a little bit at a time. The thing I saw with the Damian Lillard trade is that the owners and front offices have had enough of this runaway freight train scenario where players are going for 4 and 5 first round picks and players. That's what I gather from this. Right? That's what I gather. Let me do this just really quickly because I promised myself that I would do it. Just really quickly. Hey everybody, September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. If you don't have it and you want just if you want to consult or whatever, if you want to review what you have or look into it, you can hit me up or just hit up a professional. I made a promise in August that I would do that just to help everybody. But back on this Damian Lillard trade thing. Damian Lillard is a valuable point guard. But you know what, Gian, you know what I got from this though, the whole transaction? What I got from the whole transaction. I'm sorry?
I said, what was your take?
My take is when Giannis talks, people listen. When Giannis Antetokounmpo says make things happen, things happen. You hear me? When Giannis says somebody better do something somewhere, things around the league start moving and shaking, right? Here's the other thing I take from that. The Knicks have a guy that does similar stuff. When Brunson talks, people listen, right? Now, I know this is a lot of different things going in a lot of different directions, but there are stars in the league when they talk, nothing happened, right? But my thing is, with certain players, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're Zach LaVine and you talk, they don't nothing happens. If you're DeMar DeRozan and when you talk, nothing happens. Right? You feel me? Right? Like when you're say a Kyrie Irving, when you talk, you get traded. You know what I'm saying? But when Jalen Brunson talks, all of a sudden you see like the whole crew coming. You like they bringing in Ryan Arcidiacono, they bring in Dante DiVincenzo. They trade a first round pick that could have been Chris Murray for Josh Hart, right? And while I don't always understand, I do respect it. So when cats like Giannis says, "Hey man, I don't like losing. I'm gonna go where the winners are." Guess what? Guess what Milwaukee does? They try to bring the winners. They try to make Milwaukee a winner. Gi, am I overstating this? Am I overstating this, or am I on to something?
Well, what I could do is I can support you a little more and say he pulled this 2 years ago, and next thing you know, Drew Holiday and a bunch of other role players. I think he ended up with Drew Holiday and Tucker in this thing. I think that's how they won the championship because he was tired of getting but so far, and he made that team make drastic moves. And then that team got tired out. The treasure ran out. He made them double down again. So like Jimmy Butler, there's a few of these players in the league, and that's why if this team, long as this team doesn't walk the ball up the floor, because Giannis showed he's not LeBron. He can't do as many things as LeBron can. So they can't have the ball walked up the floor. But if they play fast, they play defense into offense, this team is going to plow through. This team's going to plow through this league.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know what else too? So in this moment that you know how sports fans live in a moment. Sports fans will live in a moment sometimes, right? I don't blame them. It's like it's our escape from reality, right? But when Milwaukee lost in the playoffs, yeah, everybody was like, Giannis, what happened? You know, you guys thought you were going to win a championship, and Giannis was like, yeah, such and such and such. Next thing you know, the coach is fired. This is how I know when Giannis speaks, people listen. If Giannis gets unhappy, things change. And I don't mean change uniforms. I'm not talking about colorways. I'm not talking about practice schedule. I'm talking about if you're not on board with Giannis winning a championship, you're out of here. It's championships first and championships forever with Giannis. But GI, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking the Knicks need a Giannis, bro. I'm thinking the Knicks need a Giannis. I think the Knicks might have a Giannis type of mentality player and Jalen Brunson. Of course, Brunson is not Giannis, right? We know that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have two doctorates and sociology to know that. All you have to know is that Jalen Brunson has been here for 1 calendar year, and already this team is loaded up with his homeboys.
Told y'all this last year. This is Brunson's team.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I look at this like the Brunson crime family, bro. Like before he even got here, and if you're a fan of the Dallas Mavericks, first let me say salute to the Dallas Mavericks. I think I saw Rel in here, too. So salute to my guy
Salute,
Rel.
guys. Salute.
So I'm gonna say something mad disrespectful to Dallas, but not to my Mavs fans. Just in terms of NBA basketball. Jalen Brunson is a very cunning dude, bro. Yeah, if for people that don't know what the word cunning means, that's a very old school word. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson is that dude that he don't have to do the MC. He don't have to do pumps and a bump, pumps and a bump. He not that type of guy. He not that type of guy, right? He not that type of guy. He is the type of guy that will look you dead in your pupils, right? That type of guy tell you dead what he wants, and if you don't give Brunson what he want, then there's going to be consequences and repercussions, right? And so Giannis, in a way, alludes to these things, and things happen. Jalen Brunson gives me the impression that you know, Jalen Brunson gives me the impression, brother, that it's either his way or no way. And so respect to, and I realized this today when I saw the Damian Lillard trade. Right? It just came to me like, you know what? Jalen Brunson is that dude. Giannis got a coach fired and a
You
multiple
saw
time.
wait. You saw the Damon Lillard trade and immediately said Brunson is that dude. I can tell you this. When I saw the Damon Lillard trade, I did say that Brunson has nothing to be worried about. Damon
Right.
Lillard can't stop. Chris Drew Holiday is a much tougher matchup for Jalen Brunson than Dame
Right.
Lillard. But they didn't build that team to get past the Knicks. They're gonna have a couple headaches with us in the regular season. We're one of them teams that they're not gonna want to play. They didn't build to beat the Knicks in the regular season. They built to win the championship in a 7-game series. Um, Again, I think I said already, long as this team, yeah, I said long as this team doesn't walk the ball before, but it's just hilarious that it's obvious the NBA commissioner and the NBA tampered in this trade. And I wonder whether they'll be tampering in Philadelphia soon. Because there's just no way no team could have got this trade done with this many draft picks. When I saw
Right.
Toronto willing to give up 4 or 5 draft picks, I
Yeah.
just don't see it. I know Dane probably told the NBA, hey, I know that's the value you want, but I'm letting you know now. You trade me there, I'm not playing. I'm absolutely not playing. That's not going to be good for anybody involved. So
Right.
um, I just think it's confusing that certain teams could get trades that happen. This trade didn't cost anything. This trade cost Milwaukee. They got that much better. And again, they're now taking a gamble. I mean, Drew Holiday over Dame. I would have taken this gamble too. For this price, I absolutely would have taken this gamble. Let's hope Dame stays healthy. And I'm gonna let you close out, Freeze, because that's real all I really had. I thank you for really turning this live on us, so we could be one of the first in the space and some of the
Right.
smartest in the space to get our thoughts out here on this trade. It has rippling effect. If I'm the Celtics, if I'm the boss of the Celtics today, I can't be happy. If I'm the I heard Jimmy Butler. I think I just read Jay Boogie said Jimmy Butler is livid because he knows now his window just absolutely closed. Pick and roll with Giannis and Dame Lillard like that. That's this. It's just going to be absolutely as hard as Giannis is going to roll, and the zeal that Dame is going to give you handling the rock through the roll. That's just going to be too much to absolutely deal with in the 7-game series. And barring injury, I have Milwaukee winning the championship. Thanks for having me tonight, Freeze. I'm gonna sit here and rock and let you close out the show.
All right, boss. So we expect Free Keith to head this way in a few minutes. Man, look at it. GI. Hey GI, am gonna make you GI, I'm gonna make you laugh real quick, right? So I ground all day, right? Just on some stuff. And my expectation was that nothing was gonna come from it. You know how you grind sometimes and you think it's not fruitful. And as soon as I said that, I see the alerts on my phone where the fruit of labor is showing up. So sometimes we can make something out of nothing. For those that don't know, that's Jersey style. Jersey style, baby. Grind, get to it. Don't complain. Just keep grinding, keep doing it. Jersey style, right? But yeah, everybody, yeah, yo, as I said that as an aside, Free Keith is on the way. He'll be with us here in a few moments, man. One thing, GI for showing up. We all had weird, me especially. I had a weird day today, my apologies for y'all not putting the notification out earlier and having more stuff prepared. But
Yeah, I have to go from Newark, New Jersey to Atlantic City, and all you cats know that's 2.5 hour ride. I need to be in my conference in 12 hours. So you see,
yeah,
I'm already not getting a solid 8 hours sleep. So, and I got to make
yeah,
a run to my storage, get some of my equipment. So, it is what it is. But we always here to take sacrifices for the team. And y'all see me,
right,
I'm your favorite Dallas Knicks fan. Dallas Cowboys, another year, Jerry Jones, all hype and no mustard.
yeah,
Another coach that I believe can't coach himself out of paper bag, but he can keep Jerry happy. And how many yes mans he can do, and how many head bobs, pause.
right, right,
No literal intent.
right.
So my Cowboys, I just believe the back. So I think we're going to start all over. New coach, quarterback. Hopefully, we can keep this defense intact for a little while longer and add to it and see what happens.
Right.
But Cowboys
Right.
were a long way where the Eagles and the 49ers are a different class.
Yeah, man. all I have to say to Giants fans out there, and I'm gonna get back on topic, but my Giants fans, man, my heart goes out to you, and that's the reason why I say this. How about them Cowboys? Yo, Giants fan, my hearts go out to you, man. Y'all shouldn't be losing 40-15 or 40-0. Y'all shouldn't be. So take solace in the fact that y'all beat the Arizona Cardinals, but y'all may not win again for a few weeks, right? Jets fans, y'all are terrible. Y'all team is terrible. Yeah. Right. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Not it, I want to distract for a little bit, but here's the thing. When Giannis speaks, people listen, and that front office in Milwaukee is committed to a winner. And so I'm gonna say this to Knicks fans. I think this Knicks front office is committed to a winner also. But in a sense that things take time. You know, you don't want to be Cinderella, right? You don't want to be Cinderella, right? You don't want to be the belle of the ball for what I'm saying, for a couple of seasons and then be back to cleaning your godmother's floors, right? You don't want to be that. You don't want to be back in a lottery. So I think this front office is taking the approach that they don't want to be Cinderella. They more likely want to be Snow White, somebody destined to be there. So they're taking their time. And I'm kind of glad. Like, I heard, now that I see what Donovan Mitchell went for last year and what Damian Lillard went for this year, I think I'm in the mindset of, oh boy, guess who's here? Hey, everybody, look, I know it's a weekday. I know it's a weekday, right? And myself and GI, we try to stimulate you with the intellectual, part of conversations. All I'm gonna say is get on your feet and get ready for the hype train that is free Keith.
What
What's
it
good,
do?
brother?
What it do? What it do, good people? Pleasure to see y'all. What's good, chat? I know y'all been
Yeah,
going
man.
on already.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let me do this. I gotta run. I love y'all. Good night.
Oh,
Lock it out,
damn.
son.
I was hoping to get 5 minutes, bro.
Nope. Close song.
Damn.
I stayed 5 minutes longer than I was supposed to. Love y'all.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
man.
Yeah, y'all. Free Keith is in the building. Bro, I know you're not telling me that it took you 20 minutes to put on Nick swag. Like, bro, it just took you 20 minutes
Oh
to
no,
just
I just
put it
wasn't.
together.
I
Nah,
wasn't in the
I'm,
area.
nah, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, what are you thinking about the Giannis trade, brother?
The Giannis trade
I mean, the Dame Lillard trade. I'm sorry.
is just another team we got to beat.
Oh boy.
It's just another team we got to beat. Where they got pluses, that trade they got pluses on the offensive side, but they got severe minuses on the defensive side. There's holes.
Okay.
There's holes for us to exploit.
Okay. Okay.
But they got an offensive juggernaut, and they got an offensive juggernaut. I'm not I ain't Knicks fan enough to not see that.
Right. Right. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm very impressed with the Giannis move. When
That
Giannis
was, yeah,
speaks, things happen.
Yo, that was very impressive because I tell you what, that wasn't Dame to Milwaukee wasn't on nobody's bingo card.
Nah. I thought Toronto was a dark horse.
Mm. You thought Toronto was the dark horse?
Yeah, I thought Miami was the favorite and Toronto was the dark horse.
I didn't take the Toronto thing serious. Like they got away with Kawhi. They got away with Kawhi once. They got away with Kawhi once.
Right.
They I didn't think that they was pulling that off again.
Okay.
I didn't think they was pulling that off again. Yeah, so I never took I in the back of my mind I really thought he would end up in Miami. And I'm so glad he didn't because I feel like that might have been an even better situation. But like, yo, him and Giannis, I have to admit, like offensively, they complement each other.
Right. And Chris Middleton. Don't forget about Middleton.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. But like Middleton now is like where he was the second option, he falls down to the third option. Like he is the other guy now.
Yeah.
He's the other guy now.
Should I be excited? I'm excited, bro.
I'm excited. You know why? Even though it wasn't us, I'm excited because like I'm a fan of basketball.
Right.
I'm a fan of basketball. I'm a Knicks fan first, but I'm also a fan of basketball. And yo, there's about to be some good basketball going on, bro. There's gonna be like there's fierce competition. And for the first time in such a long time, over a decade, we are a part of that competition. And that's what I did.
Right.
That's what I did.
Bro. I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited about.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are yo, can you do the countdown as I buckle into this seatbelt on this rocket headed to a parallel universe? because here's my thing. I'm excited for the Milwaukee Bucks, and I'm excited for Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? But you know who I'm really excited for? Jalen Brunson.
Ooh.
Right? Because in a parallel universe, Jalen Brunson is looking to do the same thing that Giannis is doing right now. And so when I'm saying to Tom Thibodeau, bro, Tibbs, if the Knicks don't make a significant run in the playoffs, I can see Jalen Brunson at a press conference like, yeah, I think this team could have went further. You know, I'm disappointed with her. And then the Knicks changing coaches.
I doubt that'll happen.
Hey man, I know because we're Knicks fans. And we
No.
And we
I can see that. There's certain other players I can see that look like I can see that coming out of maybe like Julius or even like RJ growing to that point. But Brunson, I don't know if I see Brunson doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. See, but here's the thing. I'm not saying it from a backstabbing perspective. I'm saying it from a flexing perspective.
Giannis was able to say, like, you can't say that kind of thing until after you bring a chip. You can't. You. Nobody cares about your excuses until after you've already proven that you can get to the top.
Right.
Once you've proven you can get to the top, then I have to listen to you because, like, okay, I know you're capable of winning it all. If you said that this was the problem this year, then something got to change. If
Right.
you ain't getting no chip, bro, like, yeah, I hear you, but it only means something to those people who already don't like tips. But he's not gonna. It doesn't. It'll just come off as excuses.
I feel you, and I feel you. That being the case for the
Look,
28 other teams that are not Milwaukee and the Knicks, right? But for the Knicks, who have been without a point guard since Clyde Frazier, and I'm talking about a long-term answer, right? I'm talking about a long-term answer. I'm not talking about, saying one or two good seasons at point guard for the Knicks, or half a season. I'm talking about for a guy that appears to be the answer for the franchise. I could see that happening with this Knicks team, but not because of him not liking Tibbs, but but because Jalen Brunson appears to be a player that is win at all cost. Giannis is a player that appears to be a guy that wants to win at all cost. And it's not a lot of players in the NBA that are about winning at all cost. Some players are about the bread at all cost. Some players are about all-star games and profile at all costs. Some players are about everything that goes around being an NBA star at all costs. Brunson appears to be the guy that is all in for winning.
agreed. Agreed. But that doesn't. It still doesn't matter though. Like, it's only an excuse though until after you win. I
I'm
love Brunson. I
I'm
love
with you.
Brunson. He hasn't won shit in the NBA yet.
Right, right.
I love him.
Yep. And
He's
and
my.
Brunson is just stepping into his prime window.
There is someone else to me that either has to emerge or has to come to the team.
Okay.
Randall laid the way for Brunson. Brunson and Randall will be laying the way for that next starter. It might be RJ, but like, they are laying the groundwork for that next star to emerge or come to the team. But like, that to me is the next step. We need a third star. Either we already got it on the team, either we already got it on the team, or we got to acquire it. But I feel like Brunson and Randall are laying the groundwork for that.
Okay. I agree with you, right? But what I think there is the Dame Lillard and Giannis thing, man. For them to fire Budenholzer and then trade away Drew Holiday and Grayson Allen, you know what I'm saying?
Like, somebody got to convince me that that defense is going to be worth anything.
I think the defense is gonna be okay, right? And and
Yo,
and and it
yo,
depends on.
we said the same thing. We said the same thing about losing Elf and Bullock. So I think that that defense from Drew Holiday, who was one of, if not the best perimeter two-way guard in the league, is going to show. Yeah, I I I feel the same way that I felt about the Celtics trading Smart and picking up KP.
Right.
Like, yes, you definitely you have added offense, which you really didn't need. But yeah, you got overwhelming offense, but you definitely lost a defensive piece that I think you're underrating.
Okay.
the effect of.
Okay. And I'm gonna say this: all defense is overrated. I think you have to be balanced. I think that's what Milwaukee came to realize that. Like you have to be a balanced team. The reason why the Denver Nuggets won the NBA championship instead of the Lakers is because the Lakers went all in on defense and trying to add some offense. But LeBron is 30 something years old, right? And if you're Sacramento, when you went in all offense with no defense, you can, no matter how much you can overwhelm teams with offense, you have to have some defense. The point that I'm getting at is teams that want to get to the paramount have to be balanced, right? Because Denver was all offense for many years, and until they focused on adding some defense.
Okay. I hear you. Personally, I agree. But what I think I think that balance is going to be shifted enough on that squad for there to be advantage to be taken of that particular thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Um, do you feel that this Dame Lillard move is unclogging of the bottleneck in the NBA?
Uh, Slightly, it takes a major piece off the table. So now, some cats that nuts can loosen up. But
Right.
I still think the Harden shoe got to drop.
Ooh.
I feel like
Hard.
the Harden shoe got to drop first, and then it's open season.
Harden where?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. All we know is he don't want to be there.
Hmm. That is interesting. That is interesting in a sense that um Harden may be sent to a destination that he didn't intend, like Damian Lillard.
Ah, but see, here's the thing. I feel like I I, I don't know that I don't know that Dame doesn't want to be there. I'm thinking that Dame may not have thought he could get there.
May not have thought it was a potential destination because they already had Drew Holiday and he respected Drew Holiday. Never
And not
int-
no,
ne- never thought
and
they
not
would be traded for each
necessarily
other.
that he respected him. I think like if you look at their situation, like, oh, I can easily see that's a championship team. I can see them running it back. Who they
Right,
gonna trade? You know what I'm saying? Like I know my teammates are stupid. Like who they gonna trade for me? Like
right.
I don't think that he looked at. I don't. Much like the rest of us, I don't think that he looked at that situation as being like. I don't think he's mad. I don't think he's mad at all.
No, no doubt, no doubt. No, he
I
man,
don't
he
think
can't
he's
be
mad.
mad. He
I don't
can't be
think he's
mad.
mad.
And then plus Milwaukee about to cut the check. They about to extend him for two more years on top of what he already getting. You know what I mean? So
They spend,
I can't, yeah,
but they spending a lot of bread out there in Portland. Though they spending a lot of bread.
yeah, yeah. They picked up Drew Holiday and DeAndre Ayton in the same trade. That's impressive. If you're Portland, you won,
Nah,
bro.
yo, Portland got a more balanced team now, and they got
Yeah,
yo, and it no, and the report is that they trying to flip Drew.
yeah. To the team I hear is Boston.
That's what Boston needs. If Boston get Drew,
Yeah,
oh damn it, man.
yeah,
This
yeah.
this about to be this is going to be a wild season, man. It's going to be crazy. I'm
And
very much looking forward to it.
I'll be honest with you. I think the if Boston flips, if Boston acquires Drew Holiday, I still think the Knicks can win 60 games, bro.
I
With
mean,
Dame in the East and with Boston upgrading at
under
point guard.
60. Yeah, I heard you before, but like, I want to be with you. But even under the like without these trades going on, I don't see as much as 60. I'd love it. I'd
Right.
love it, but I don't know. I don't know if I see as much as 60.
You remember 2 years ago when
50,
everybody was saying that
53, 53, 54 is my number.
okay, okay. Respect. I respect that. Right. But you remember 2 years ago when you and I were the only people picking the Knicks to win over 30 games. And when I said 42 and 30, when I said 42 and 30, they laughed at me for like 3 months. And then by the time March got here, after the trade deadline, everybody was like, "Nah, I was with you the whole time, Uncle Freezie." You remember that? There were two people that thought the Knicks were going to win more than 25 games. That was myself and Free Keith, right? Everybody else was right,
Clowning me.
and you were telling me, and you were telling me that you were down on RJ a little bit. That shooting and guarding was in his job description. Remember you telling me that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And,
And he listened
he
and he heard.
listened. Right, right, right. And I was telling you that every time Alfred Payton shoots a jump shot, a broken backboard gets his wings. Remember that? You remember that? That was 2 years ago, bro. That was 2 years ago. You remember me saying that? I said every time Alfred Payton shoots a jump shot, a broken
Yo,
backboard gets his wings.
I'm
Right?
not gonna stand for any Alfred Payton slander, yo.
Nah. But listen, it's not about Elf though. It was about the point guard position needing an upgrade. Right?
Hmm.
That's what this is about. Right? I'm not slandering Alfred Payton. I thank him for his contribution. Right? And in hindsight, we were all right that we needed more of a playmaking guard on offense in order to inject what we needed into this team for it to be a winner. Right? That's all I'm getting at. But both of those things that we mentioned were true at the same time. And right now, again, I am in front of Knicks fans saying something that might seem impossible. And all I'm saying as a Knicks fan is if we don't win 60 games and win 59, don't tell me I was wrong.
I will not.
Right.
I will not.
That's it. You were wrong, Uncle Freezie. We didn't win 42. We won 41. But y'all said we were gonna win 21.
So if this was Wheel of Fortune, who's closer? If this was Family Feud, I mean not Family Feud. If this was what the
Price is
ballpark?
right. If this is
If
Price
this
is
is
right.
Price is Right, who
Right.
just won? Who just
Right.
won the toaster?
Right. And I need a toaster. I need a toaster.
Nobody
So
needs a
thank y'all
toaster.
for letting me win. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is my thing is this. Sometimes we can't see certain things because certain things get in our way. But I'm here to tell you, bro, that this Dame Lillard, this Dame Lillard to Milwaukee thing is exactly what we needed. Drew Holiday to Boston is kind of exactly what we need because it serves two purposes. For one, when the playoffs get here, you need two things in order to advance, right? You need three things. You need a large portion of luck, right? You need a outsized portion of luck, right? You also need three dominant teams, right? And the reason why you need 3 dominant teams is because what happens is you want 2 of those dominant teams to play each other's in the playoffs and knock one of them off, while the Knicks are on the other side eating on the teams that barely made the playoffs. Or if the Knicks are in that situation where they play a dominant team, you want basically you want 3 great teams and 5 teams that are just glad that they made it. Right? That way the road could be clear. Like for instance, the road basically cleared for us this year. We just didn't take advantage of Miami, right? Because if we could have got our hands on the Boston Celtics, there's no way you can tell me that we went to beat Boston this year, bro. Because they beat us to just one time last year, bro. They beat us by knocking down 28 3-pointers, and they still barely won. They almost hit 33s, and we could have still beat them, bro.
One shot.
Yeah. Boston, we got your
But
number,
we
Boston.
but we smacked them all the other games.
That's my point. That's the point that I'm getting at. And Milwaukee last year, they beat us twice in the 2 scenarios that I constantly reference is when we were down by 1 to Milwaukee. Giannis went crying to the referee like, when
Yeah.
they too physical. The Knicks are too physical. Bro, you 6'11", 250. How are you talking about a team is too physical, right? And then the other game, Drew Holiday threw up 2 prayers with Quentin Grimes in his jersey, and he hit him all net. And he turned around and was like, bro, we escaped New York. So
Escape the
yeah.
look. Boston didn't want to see us.
I always throw in like little
Boston didn't want to see us. They didn't want to see us this last playoffs.
No, they did not want to see us, bro. They did not want to see us. To be honest with you, they didn't even want to see Miami. But you know what?
They didn't expect to see Miami.
Yeah. And shout out to Miami, but Miami, bro, they was down 8 to Chicago in the play-in game with 4 minutes left. If the Chicago Bulls would have held that lead, bro, don't you know we could have played the Chicago Bulls instead of the Miami Heat or Milwaukee?
Yeah, it would have been Milwaukee.
Milwaukee looked bad though.
No, the Bulls weren't going to beat Milwaukee.
So we would have got our hands on the Bucks then. Either way, I'm confident, bro. You see how I have an unreasonable confidence against any one of those teams, bro?
Yep. We got to get back to the playoffs. We get back to the playoffs. Like this season, watching this season's game, unless we doing something super awful, but like the playoffs is where this team's judgments lie.
Okay.
And I think if we go in with all our main guys healthy, I'm betting on the home team.
Okay. Yeah. I'm betting. Of course. Yeah, man, listen, man.
Where do you think they'll seed?
If the Knicks win 60 games, I think we'll be the number 1 seed.
So you think we're running into the playoffs in the number 1 seed? Okay.
Right. But here's the thing. If they win 53 games, I think the Knicks will be the 3rd seed. I think the unexpected great team is Cleveland. I think Cleveland is going to be a great NBA team, a great team this year. But now you can't discount.
They were a great team last year.
You're right.
But they until the playoffs.
They didn't have offense. Right? They
Cleveland
didn't have.
Cleveland didn't have offense?
Yeah, not in the playoffs.
They didn't have defense.
Yeah, go back and look at the scores, bro. The scores were always 102 to 90 something or 90 something to 90 something.
Yeah, that's because our defense was better. Like,
Mm.
cause we had better defense, but like like their defense was trash. Mitch Mitch was out rebounding both their big men combined by double.
Right, but that was a matchup nightmare for them. They had the number one ranked defense in the regular season.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
yes.
saying.
They had
Yeah,
the number one, and when they saw us in the postseason, that number one defense meant absolutely nothing.
nothing. Right, nothing. Yeah, we were just a bad matchup for them. But here's the
Yeah,
news flash though. Here's the breaking news. This team is a bad matchup for most NBA teams. Right? It's just we're not deep. For some reason or another, when we get to the big moment, people don't show up for one reason or another, whether it's injury, the moment being too big, their skill set is exposed.
these are
Um,
the issues. These are the issues that you're gonna see with a young team.
with a
We
young
boasted.
team.
We boasted about having a young team. Our squad. Oh, we're the youngest team in the playoffs. That means something. That means quickly has never seen this stage with this level of responsibility.
Right.
That means Grimes has never seen this.
Don't
This is
forget
his first
Mitch.
time through.
That was Mitch's first year in the playoffs.
And
Remember
Mitch's
the other
first
time he was
playoff
hurt.
year.
He was hurt the
This
other
is
season.
this is Mitch playing for the first time in the playoffs. This
Right.
is these are all reasons like why I am so I was from the time that we exited the playoffs, I was on board to run it back.
Right.
Run it back. Like,
Right.
like, let's see if this is for real. Because if this is for real, we have a great basketball team.
We have a great team, bro.
We have a great team, bro.
We have a great team. The thing is though with a great team that's young, it has to get seasoned. It's like any meal that you prepare. It don't matter if you got it don't matter if you got your beef from Japan, right? It don't matter if you got your potatoes from Idaho or Wyoming. It don't matter where you get your shrimp and lobster from Maine. It don't matter. All of it needs seasoning. You know what I'm saying? All of it.
And science tells me, your man Brunson is not comfortable losing.
Hello.
And he's been doing he lost a lot this summer.
Right.
He lost a lot this summer. He lost in the playoffs. Lost in FIBA in FIBA.
Right.
Like, I'm sure it is not sitting well with him.
Right. Right. And for that
I'm sure.
reason, I'm telling you, Free Keith is I could see that man at the podium saying that he's not comfortable with losing and making forcing the Knicks' hands to do something.
Yeah, but it won't be now. Even if
No, not
that's where
right now.
even where yeah, like, man, people like we forecast way too much in the future. Like, the NBA is too liquid. Like, you got to see the things that occur during the season before we can make like those kind of like proclamations.
Right. Right. Yeah. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Cats talking about like, oh, like 2 years down the road, this guy's contract gonna be up. Play the season. That'll dictate what happens with his contract.
Right. Right. Nah, I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you on that, man. You got to play it out.
Got to
Right.
play it out.
Yeah. You definitely got to play it out, man. Yo, I gotta run, man. I gotta do some things for tomorrow morning. I got
Man,
I got
yo,
an early day in the morning, man. Yo, why do I sound like an old man? I hate sounding like, you know what I'm saying, an old man. Like, man, I got an early day tomorrow, man. I got blah, blah, blah. So
Well, it's my fault, man. I came on late, yo. I, I, I'm mad that I missed the first part, but like y'all held it down.
yeah, man. Yeah. So Justo 11 sends a super chat, man. Justo, thank you for the generous contribution. Justo says, hot take for y'all. By the deadline, the 76ers will be a bottom 5 team and Embiid will end up a Knick. Wow. Wow. What's your thoughts on
I,
that?
I'm with that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm with he's the only one. He's the only one left now. You know what I'm saying? Like now I can stop hearing about Giannis coming to the Knicks and being disgruntled in Milwaukee. You know, so like Embiid is the only one left. So yeah, why not? Why not? But I tell you what, if we could get Embiid for the right deal and be able to keep our big three
Yeah.
and keep our big three and just add Embiid, or if it might take RJ, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But like I would love to be able to keep Randall and Brunson and pick up Embiid. That to me, a move like that, and if we get to keep Mitch, I'm Gucci.
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 Yeah. Well, all right, party people.
Gucci.
All right, party people. We're gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna try to get back on sometime tomorrow, or we'll see how things go. Definitely when training camp starts. It's just been a busy time. So, Free Keith, thank you for allowing us to occupy this space, bro. We appreciate you. All right, y'all. We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.